So I know lots of women who don't sleep enough, don't exercise regularly, have poor gut health, toxic friends, stressful jobs, are always on a diet, but still wonder why they can't lose weight. Despite what you've been told, how much you eat is not the only factor contributing to weight loss. Eat less, move more might be the worst advice for women already living in our high stress, overstimulating culture. So let me ask you, if you are struggling with weight loss, when was the last time your cortisol levels were checked? Hi, I am Ryan. I'm a keto coach and a certified advocate through the Metabolic Terrain Institute of Health. I am passionate about helping men and women suffering from metabolic issues reclaim their health and vitality through lifestyle changes. And today, I want to chat about cortisol. You know, that stress hormone we've all heard about, but rarely think about when it comes to our health goals. I want to show you how this hormone might be standing between you and the weight loss you've been chasing. And don't worry, later on in this video, I'll address some real practical things that you can do to start feeling better and getting the results you're looking for. Okay, so we're gonna start with the basics. So cortisol is your body's built-in alarm system. When you're stressed, whether it is a big work deadline or your toddler's having a tantrum, your adrenal glands release cortisol to get you through it. It is your fight or flight response. Think of it like your body's way of saying, let's go, we gotta do this. But here's the thing though, cortisol does more than just help you deal with stress. It also keeps your blood sugar stable, regulates inflammation, and it even helps you wake up in the morning. But when cortisol levels stay high for too long, things can go haywire. So your body starts storing fat, especially around your belly, and you crave sugar and carbs like crazy. So hormones like leptin, your I'm full signal, and insulin, your blood sugar regulator, will stop working properly. And if you're wondering, why does this matter for weight loss? There was a study in the research journal Obesity that found that women with high cortisol levels are more likely to struggle with losing weight, particularly around their midsection. So it's not a coincidence. So let's just be real for a second. Our modern lifestyles basically create a cortisol factory in our bodies. From the notifications on your phone, the never-ending to-do list, bad sleep, and sometimes even those toxic relationships we keep, all of these things are keeping your body in a constant state of fight or flight. So this is why so many of us feel tired but wired, right? You ever wake up at 2 a.m. with your mind racing or hit that afternoon slump where coffee doesn't seem to even touch your energy levels? That's cortisol at work. The signs of high cortisol can really sneak up on you, like waking up in the middle of the night, struggling to fall back asleep, persistent belly fat that just won't budge, cravings for sweets and carbs, even when you're eating healthy, and feeling wiped out by mid-afternoon. So here are 3 ways that cortisol messes with your weight loss goals. 1, it increases your blood sugar. So when your cortisol levels rise, your liver releases extra glucose or sugar into your bloodstream to give you energy. This is part of your body's built-in fight or flight response. Think about our ancestors needing that quick energy boost to escape a lion. It's a pre-programmed survival mechanism. But here's the catch. We're not running from lions anymore. We're sitting at desks, battling deadlines, and if you're not burning off that extra glucose, your body will store it as fat around your midsection. Number 2 is it wrecks digestion. You ever feel bloated when you're stressed? That's because cortisol slows down digestion to conserve energy for emergencies. So over time, this can lead to nutrient deficiencies and gut imbalances. And number 3, which is the worst part, is it perpetuates the fat cortisol cycle. So here's the kicker. Belly fat actually produces more cortisol. So the more stressed you are, the more fat you store and the more cortisol you actually make. So it is a vicious cycle. Yeah. Enough with the doom and gloom. Let's talk solutions, some practical, doable things that you can start today. So the first thing is you can focus on your diet and eat anti-inflammatory foods. You want to load up on fatty fish like salmon, walnuts, leafy greens. These foods are going to help reduce inflammation, which is a major cortisol trigger. You want to get more magnesium. So magnesium is like the chill pill for your body, right? You'll find it in dark chocolate and avocados and pumpkin seeds. And who doesn't love an excuse to eat chocolate? Just make sure it's dark chocolate, 85% or higher. So your aim is to stabilize your blood sugar. And instead of reaching for quick fixes like candy or muffins or chips, you want to focus on balanced meals with protein, fiber, and healthy fats every 4 to 5 hours. And this is going to keep your energy steady and keep that cortisol in check. So the second thing that you can do is to try breath work and humming. It may sound too simple to work, but trust me, it's science. And deep breathing and humming stimulate your vagus nerve, which tells your body to relax. And one study in 2023 even showed that humming can boost nitric oxide production, helping you feel calmer and improving blood flow. So try humming for 10 seconds or longer the next time you feel overwhelmed. And I'm going to link a resource below on how you can implement humming to reduce stress. The third thing that you can do is move your body. So try gentle cardio like walking, swimming, light jogging. These can lower your cortisol without overtaxing your body. And try short HIIT sessions. So high intensity interval training will boost growth hormone, which counteracts with cortisol. You want to keep it short at only 15 minutes or so. So next, you need to sleep like it's your job. So sleep is the time when your body resets and repairs itself, making it absolutely critical for cortisol regulation. So when you don't get enough sleep, your cortisol levels can remain elevated, and it will throw off your entire hormonal balance. You want to aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night. And you want to try to get to bed before midnight because that's when your natural circadian rhythm supports recovery. So sleep is not just rest. It is the foundation to your hormonal health. So take it seriously. Finally, you want to be mindful of your supplement choices that can support your cortisol balance. So you might incorporate B vitamins, specifically B1 and B5 can work wonders for your adrenal glands. And nutritional yeast is a simple, tasty way to get them in your diet. You could sprinkle some non-fortified nutritional yeast over your veggies. You may also want to add ashwagandha, which is a well-known adaptogen that can help to lower cortisol levels and enhance your body's stress response. And finally, you don't want to overlook the power of fish oil, particularly DHA, which offers anti-inflammatory benefits and supports brain health. So whether you opt for a supplement or you aim to just eat fish weekly, this should be a key addition to your routine. So the key to managing cortisol is making stress management a lifestyle and not just a one-time fix, because we all are going to constantly deal with stress. So practicing gratitude, focusing in on what you are grateful for, can actually rewire your brain to handle stress better. Surround yourself with positivity. Spend time with people who lift you up and set boundaries with those who drain you. Think toxic relationships, get them out. It can really help to find a hobby that you love, be it gardening, painting, dancing. Doing something you love interrupts those stress patterns and gives you a mental break. So cortisol isn't necessarily the enemy, but if you are not managing it, you may be unknowingly working against your own health goals. So it's time to start thinking about how you can make these small, consistent changes so that you can balance your hormones and finally lose that stubborn weight and feel like yourself again. So if any of this resonates with you and you're looking for more support, I would consider checking out my guide and journal, Metabolic Mastery, for actionable steps on how you can consistently manage your blood sugar. It is packed with journal prompts, recipes, trackers to help you get on track and stay on top of your health goals. Thanks again for watching. Drop a comment below and let me know if you are battling with high cortisol levels. I'd love to hear from you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.